rock and roll trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Well, guys, we sat here. We got offered a load that was going to take me 300 miles away, delivering tomorrow morning with no guarantee of a load that was going to get me home tomorrow on the day that I mentioned nearly 2 weeks ago that I wanted to be home. Said that's not really going to work for me, and they replied back with, well, don't you think that's a risk you're taking going anywhere? I said, no, not when you've already gotten me this close to home, and I expected you were just going to run me on some short local close by stuff, and it went back and forth, and they finally took the load off of me and waited around for another hour and a half. Finally got another load offered to me, and I've got a deadhead all the way to Nashville to get it. Like now. It's got to be there. Got to be picked up and get it all the way back to Rome, Georgia at 9:45 tonight. You know, like 9 hours from now. It's insanity. I got to have something though. I'll make a little revenue off of it. I got to have something. I'm just, you know, I'm ready for this week to be done because they did okay last week. It seems like they've just given up on trying to get anything done proper this week. I don't know what to think about it. Not happy with it, but I'm going to go do what I got to do to get some money in my pocket because I'm a hard-working son of a bitch that tries to take care of what he's got to get taken care of, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Whether I wanted to do it or not, you know, I'm going to do what I got to do to keep money coming in so I can have a roof over mine and Aaron's head, and, you know, keep feeding Dash and keep having a car, keep being able to eat. You know, I'm going to do what I got to do. I always do what I got to do, whether I'm getting full cooperation on the other end of it or not. But, you know, it is what it freaking is. These places always seem to lose their minds and they can be the most masterful dispatchers on earth until it gets to the day that you're supposed to go home, you know? Every time. Whole entire time I've been truck driving, it's been like that. We're going to head to Nashville now. Let me get out of here and calm down a little bit and get out on the road, and I'll take y'all for some Tennessee riding down I-24. Yeah. Be patient with me. I'm still irritated. I thought I got it all out of my system, and they pissed me off again today. It will not be like this next week. This can't happen again next week the way this is going. I'm gonna go. Let's go do some driving. Let's go get this load so I can put food on my freaking table. Like literally, that's about all I'll be able to do with the money I'm making. I'll be able to feed us. I don't know anything else from there. I see it working out good. But we're gonna keep making it. I've made it work. I've kept it stretching out. I've kept the show on the road. I'll make it work again this time. But this ain't the way it's supposed to be, y'all. Not the way I was supposed to be. Not what I was sold on. Yeah. We'll make it work though, or we'll move on. Simple as that. I'll holler back at y'all when we get on 24. Y'all be good for a few minutes. Oh yeah, here we are, folks. Passing by outskirts of Manchester, Tennessee. Flying by, I guess we've already slipped by that portion of it, but we're blowing by the property on the right hand of us. A mile or two back is where they have the big Bonnaroo Music Festival every year. I'm going to go back one of these days. The only times I've been, I worked it a couple of years in a row. Got paid to be there, had a big time. It was pretty cool. It's a good way to go see a music festival, I got to be honest with you. But yeah, we're headed towards Nashville. I've calmed down a bit. These last 2 days have tried my patience, y'all. They've tried my patience and tested my ability to be a good human being, I tell you. I tell you what. Oh, gotta get my composure, people. I gotta get my composure and I gotta keep it because, boy, frustrations abound. It's hot outside again today. It's not like completely blue skies. There's a lot of cloud cover, but it's still very sunny. It's hot. It looks like there could be a shower at some point. I don't know. It looks a lot more blue through the camera right there than it does in person here, but lots of them big white puffy clouds everywhere, and off to the right hand over there, my right hand, clouds are a little more gray. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Weather's unpredictable this time of the year, especially when it's this hot. You never know what's going to happen. Thunderstorms can cook themselves up just right up out of nowhere. Oh man, I think we're going to slip into Nashville without hitting horrible traffic. After we get loaded up, slipping back out, I don't have such high hopes. The time of the day I'm going to be coming back out and the direction I'm going to be pointing, not traditionally favorable for the drivers. So you might get to see me get frustrated and angry again with traffic. Now, I'm going to keep my cool. I got until like 9:30, 9:45 tonight to get this load to Rome, Georgia. Unfortunately, it's going to another freaking paper mill. We're going to International Paper down there in Rome. I used to pick up there all the time with Westside Transport, but that was all drop and hook. This is going to be a live unload, and it's probably going to be, I'm almost 100% sure it's going to be scrap paper mills again. So we're going to have to go down there and play the stupid paper mill game again. We have to deal with their ridiculous, over-the-top, overbearing, corporately structured rules. Just, they'll give you a whole entire sheets full of stuff you got to study, stuff that just nothing. It's a lawsuit list is all it is. Just, it's basically a list of things that they've probably been sued for in the past, and now because somebody wanted to be a little over the top and a little overzealous on getting paid for things, now we've got a whole list of nonsensical rules that we've got to follow or we've got to get off their property. I do not like dealing with paper mills in any capacity. I didn't even enjoy going to that place to pick up the drop and hook stuff. It was always a process. They're always out way off the beaten path, and just, it's never enjoyable. And when you're unloading at them, you usually end up waiting in line. They're usually not motivated to get anything done, especially at the International Papers. It'll be a nighttime load. I don't know. I've unloaded at the Rome one once. I've been to way worse ones, but it wasn't the most fantastic experience. And International Paper they are very much like the West Rock I went to last night. They don't blow out or sweep out your trailer. They just leave all the scraps in there, and these scrap bales, man, they lose so much stuff on your floor you wouldn't believe it. So I have to clean out the trailer myself and everything off the mess that I've got nothing to do with. I've been to a couple of different recycling plants for paper mills recently that had like these big air wands, and they would go through there and completely blow them out. I went to one recently, and they didn't have the air wand, but they very efficiently swept it out. I don't know why some of these places, you would think they would want all, like they're paying for this stuff, you'd think they would want all the scraps and not want, 25, 30 pounds of it getting blown out into a dumpster. I don't know. It's beyond me. It just gets very frustrating. It is what it is, though. As I always say, I need to change the name of this channel to Truck Driving. It is what it is. Owner operating. It is what it is, because that's basically the sum of it. Stuff is ridiculous, and you can't do anything about it. But at least you've got me back in a slightly better mood. I've shaken off the irritation a little bit. I'm sure it'll come back. It always does. But just laugh at me. Just say, shut up, stupid. Just let me get it out of my system. Just let me vent. It's healthy to get it out of my system instead of letting it be bottled up and boiling over it and stewing over it like I'm prone to do, I can hop up here and drive. We're in between Manchester and Murfreesboro now. Oh, people. Nashville is doing what Nashville does, and I'm on a time crunch. And looks like we've got flashing lights and like automobiles on the side of the road up here. What's happening? Just kind of came on all of a sudden. And the above head directional signs there just closed off that lane over there, indicated they've closed it up. I saw people go running off the shoulder of the road towards the cars over here. Looks like there's a couple of cars off the road. Something not awesome is going on up here. And of course, on on top of the something awesome not happening. You know, you've always got to have rubbernecking human beings that just have to make it worse. And, man, we're going to be really cutting this close. I'm curious what's going to happen here, too. I looked on the maps, looked this place up, and the business is listed on Google Maps as temporarily closed. Now, who knows? That could be old news, and it just hadn't been updated in forever. But they've not had a business review in 2 years on there. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen here. That's even if I even get there in the window that we're allotted to get there in. I mean, we're so close. We're only about 12 miles away, but that could be 3 days in Nashville time. Let me see. I see skid marks, broken glass. There's 2 cars on the side of the road and a fire truck facing my direction. Looks like there's another vehicle behind the fire truck. Oh man, I think that car rolled. Oh, the little Nissan Sentra up there, I think rolled, yo. I think there's somebody trapped in that car too. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they got the exit shut off there. It looks like, oh yeah, there's pieces. I believe that little car might have rolled there. I hope I didn't. I don't think I caught all of that on camera there. I don't need to. I don't need to be advertising accidents there. It doesn't look like they were. I didn't see any indications that there was anything that there was an immediate fatality or anything happening there, but that was not good though. That little car, I'm pretty sure it rolled over. It looked like it landed back on its feet there, but I think there was somebody still in there. Looked like they were checking on them. Yeah, not awesome, man. People are driving out of control these days. It's like, I mean, anything can happen at any time. I've been in a couple, 3, 4 good accidents in my life. I've either been not driving or was on the receiving end of getting hit from the rear, and it's not fun, and it can happen at any time, at any moment, to anybody. But these days, these last few years, it's people have gotten so aggressive out here on the roads. We got to be more careful and be looking out for everybody a little better, y'all. It's accidents are not fun, and you can have your life permanently changed in the blink of an eye. I've been really, really fortunate in every one I've been in, and none of the ones I've been in have been good. I mean, they've been pretty significant accidents, and I have been really lucky to have not come away with any permanent damage on any of them. And I hate it's a horrifying thing. It's scary, and it's really scary watching the way people are operating out here. It's I don't know what's happened to the general population and just the attitudes and what's brought on this just aggression in the cars. And I don't know what's brought that on, and people just don't seem like they're aware of the dangers. They don't seem like they've been properly taught how to drive. They seem like they're very overconfident in their car's ability to take care of them, and there's only so much those cars will take care of you in an accident, people. You don't want to tempt fate on that stuff. I can promise you that. It's not fun. The ones I've been in have been ugly, and all the miles I've driven in my lifetime out here on these roads, I've seen some ugly things, and you be shocked as to what can happen to a car, even in like what would be considered lower speed accidents. Man, everybody needs to calm down, take it a little easier. You don't have to be in first place. You don't have to be the first one everywhere. It's not yet. Nobody's racing with you. Nobody's racing with you. Leave 5 minutes early in the morning, 10 minutes early in the morning, back her down a little bit. You know, cut your lane changes down. Pay a little better attention. Look at these roads up out here. It's dangerous, and it's causing just so much havoc for everybody. That's me on my soapbox for a minute. I got to try and get up here and find this place. Well, folks, we got there. Pretty easily got there. Fairly painless getting loaded up pretty quick. I have a feeling I'm never going to get these weights balanced right once I hit a cat scale up here, but we're just going to have to deal with that as we can, because I'm not fighting this traffic to go back and get it reworked. So we'll just have to figure something out. But It's just barely after 3 o'clock, and this is how fast the traffic starts piling up around Nashville. I don't like how it's only just 10 minutes after 3. How does everybody get off of work this quick? And why doesn't anybody recognize turn signals? Like that guy, just oblivious to the world around him. Oh my gosh, people. But look at this. 6 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour, just barely after 3. This is how fast it happens. And once I get through it, it'll be clear most of the way back to Nashville. I'll make it or Chattanooga. I gotta stop for some fuel, but once we get out of the Nashville, we get past the Hickory Hollow area and stuff, it'll open up some, and then it'll really clog up when we get to Chattanooga. This is a frustrating, truck driving has just become a frustrating life. All the metro areas anymore are just absolute disasters. There's nothing redeeming about this anymore. It's awful. Every city anymore is just packed out to the gills. Nobody carpools. Nobody takes public transportation. I don't know how everybody is on the roads at all times. Where are all of you making your money from? When do you work? I don't understand it. It's exhausting, people. Luckily, I've got a long time to get over here to Rome, Georgia to unload this. I have quite a gap. So I got plenty of time, but it's bad for my mental health having to sit here and do this. It's awful. I hate it. But we got out a lot quicker than I thought we would. We're at least at the beginnings of it instead of being dead in the middle of it. Because in another half hour, another 45 minutes, another hour, it'll really be nice and crazy. So at least I got out in a timely manner, and I'm kind of at the forefront of it. And I'm kind of over here on the east side of Nashville, kind of on the outside, instead of having to be way over on the other side and fight my way through and then get to this. So albeit it is bad, it's not as bad as it could be. I don't mean it's good. And I bet that accident is still down the road somewhere, and I bet they're still cleaning that up, and I bet people from this side of the road are rubbernecking at it, making things even worse. But we'll find that out here in about 4 days when we finally get up there. I think about 3.5, 4 days max, we'll be 10 miles up the road and we'll be able to see. And I'm looking up ahead, and it's even worse. How does it happen this quick, y'all? 10 minutes after 3 on Central Time. Does everybody, does the whole entirety of Davidson County and Nashville metro area get off at 3 o'clock? Like, what happened here? What goes on? What's the score here? I don't understand. It seems like all I do is work. I'm always on the clock, always working, it seems like. All day, every day, doing this. And some of these people, I don't know how they ever have time to go draw a paycheck. And it's more than just a few at this point. I mean, it's just thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon tens of thousands of people out on the roads all day, every day, at all hours of the day. I walked over to Walmart today from where I was parked. The shopping center just going off the rails. 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, just constant stream of traffic in and out. Walmart just piled full of people. When do your people work? There's not, especially in that area over there, there's not that many places to work, and especially not that many people working night shift over there. What are y'all doing? There's not that many work from home jobs. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know how the world does not function the way the world used to function when I was growing up anymore. Not even close. It's not even a shadow of what it used to be. I'm feeling very old and lost with the way this world is working now. Being an adult, it's not really all that awesome most of the time, but it does come with certain perks, such as, Slurpee, and I don't have to ask anybody if I can have it. I just see it in the store, and I say, that's for me, and I get one. Cheers to adulthood when it comes to this kind of thing. I don't have to ask mommy and daddy for that. Yay! It's been a bad couple of days. The last 10 minutes, pretty good. Hello. It's me again, Margaret. You remember that old song? Yeah. finish my Slurpee. Got on down the road a little bit. It's been a while since I've taken y'all up Mont Eagle with me. Let's go up a big hill really slowly. What do you think? You want to? Won't be as much fun for me as it is for you. Because you get to sit in the comfort of wherever you're at and don't have to deal with it. I've got to climb this thing and watch my fuel needle steadily trend down. Yeah. I look at this hill anymore since I got this truck. All I look at is my pocket when I got 45,000 pounds in the box. A little over 78,000 pounds according to the tickets that they gave me there. I'm heavy. I am heavy, and this hill is steep, but this Mortician's going to get us to the top. Albeit probably not fast, we're going to get there. We're not going to do it fast. We're going to do it. Yeah. We're actually moving up quite swimmingly at the moment, but it'll steepen up a little bit here in a few. It's not as bad going up this side. It seems a little steeper coming up on the westbound side, honestly. I think it was cut out a little steeper over there. It's not flat over here by any means. It's steep. Don't get me wrong. It always seemed to go up this side a little easier. Coming up the other side, 78,000 pounds, it's a chore. It's a chore on this side. She'll pog down here in a moment. We're still hanging on the 9th gear. We've only had to dump one gear so far. We're about to drop it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's put it in manual mode and lock that one in. Yep. Yes, I've got a 10-speed auto shifter, people. Yes. That does not mean that I'm a less of a truck driver or don't know how to drive the other stuff, because I do. That's what I started out on. That's what I spent a good portion of my career doing. This just so happens to be what's becoming the more common, thing out here. And the truck was the right deal, and would I have liked to have had a 10 or a 13 in here? Absolutely. I'd rather had a manual 10 or a 13. But I bought within my means for the most part, and it came with this auto shift, and a lot of times it's the ones from this year of truck, this style of it, it's a little unrefined. I think the engineers did an absolute horrible job of specking out or programming in the shift points and stuff like that. I don't think I use it in the manual mode a lot, so I can control where and when it shifts a little more, because the factory program is horrible. Absolutely horrible. But again, that's not to blame on Miss Mortician. She can't help it that her engineers that did her transmission are jackasses that have never been out here in the real world and dealt with hauling heavy loads. They do everything off of paper and computers. They don't do what we do every day, so they don't understand how awful what they've done these shift patterns and shift points are. It just doesn't work in the real world a lot of times. We're creeping right up. See, our fan will kick back on here in a minute. Our water temperature will be alright. We got good oil pressure, turning good voltage. Our oil temp is not getting out of hand. We're throwing a bunch of boost down to the ground there. Transmission temperature is not bad. Our fuel filter gauge there is kicking up a little bit more than normal at the moment, but we're mashing on it pretty hard with a lot of weight. We're throwing a lot of fuel to the motor right now, so that's not really a surprise. It's having to throw a lot. We're boosting on it pretty hard, so it's sucking up some fuel right now, guys. Not really unusual to see that fuel filter pressure up a little bit. We're moving right along though. We're not too far from the top. Here we go. We're pulling into the check station. It's basically just a quick stop and go, as you'll see. They got 2 lanes that split off over here, red light at each one, and you're just supposed to pull up, stop at the red light. It turns green pretty quick, and then you proceed on down. It's to help gap the trucks out and help you to break your momentum from slow you down, keep you from just flying into it and taking off, because I mean, it's immediate. Once you crest the hill here, there's not much flat. See, it already gave me the green. I don't really even have to stop. But I mean, it starts going down, and it starts going down quick. Well, I'm going to get off here and navigate it on down. We're going to throw this Jake brake on and ride it down. And I'm going to get a little long-winded. This clip's getting long. And I'll get off here and give y'all a rest for a minute. Talk to y'all when we get a little closer to Rome, Georgia. See y'all in a bit. What's up, everybody? It's dark. You can probably see me a little bit there. I'm out here on the back roads. Just crossed out of Alabama a few miles ago. We're off into Georgia. We're about 4 miles from the paper mill over here in Rome, Georgia. We have managed to kill enough time, and we stopped and fueled, and then we drove, then we stopped and had a restroom break and got us a sandwich to eat, and we're going to time this and roll in about 10 to 15 minutes before our appointment time, which is working out just dandy. I haven't been over here to this paper mill since I was working for West Side Transport. We were over here quite a bit. I was here pretty frequently before I bought this truck and got into this owner-operator game, and I didn't really miss being over here. I got to be honest with you. Let y'all ride in and turn into the mill with me, then I'll have to turn y'all off when I get up here to the guard shack. International paper are the most damn particular bunch of human beings I've ever seen in my life. I'll have to get out my hard hat and my safety vest, and I'm not going to be surprised if they make me put on my blue jeans rather than my shorts here. I don't know. I can't remember if they're like that or not. I did go to a place a couple of weeks ago that was like that, though. It was really aggravating. I had to change my pants right there at the gate before they even let me in on the property. But I'll definitely have to get my hard hat and my safety vest out. I hope I can remember where a vest is, and then I'll get in there. They'll give you this little safety strap to put on the latches of the doors back there, and you're required to use that to open the doors. And have to slide the tandems and go do this and go do that and 50 other things, and then they'll leave the trailer dirty, and I'll have to get out my leaf blower and clean that out in the dark. Can't stand these places. International. I don't like going to any of these paper mills. International paper are the most aggravating of all of them, in my personal opinion. But we'll get paid off of it. It'll cover the cost of some fuel this week, anyways. I was ready to go home. I'm curious to see if they forget that I'm going home again tomorrow, much like they seem to have forgotten today, and try and throw another load on me in the morning. But unless it's something that just delivers like right, or just like a local run inside of Chattanooga or within an hour or two of it, I'm gonna go home. I'm not getting stuck anywhere. I'm missing my weekend. Got plans, things to do. Yeah, here's these railroad tracks. I knew I'd be going. Let's see, we're turning in half mile. We're almost there. Been in here so many times, I should have this entrance memorized, but I used to, 90% of the time, I would come in from the opposite direction of what we're rolling in at right now. This one always makes it sneak up on me. It should be right around this bend up here. I've never been in here at nighttime, I've only ever been here during the daytime when the sun is out, so this will be a whole new adventure unto itself, just with it being nighttime. There it is. There it is. We are here. Well, good morning, folks. It is morning. Y'all aren't going to believe this after the week y'all already seen me had on here. I had that load yesterday that I was having to kill all that time on because I was picking it up at like 2:30 or whatever yesterday. Didn't have an appointment until 9:45 in Rome, Georgia last night. So I killed time, wasted time, timed it out right to get there on time. I get there, and they won't take the load because the machines that they use to process that stuff or whatever were down and their dock was full. They didn't know when they were going to be back up, and they wouldn't take my truck. And I had to call and wake somebody up and find out what I needed to do. And we ended up driving the load back over here to Ringgold, to where we parked the truck. And got here pretty late last night after it was all said and done. around, close to midnight. And just went ahead and sat up for a few minutes and then went to bed, and here I am, waiting on Aaron to come get me here in a little while. And yeah, this week just ended up being pretty foolish. Last week was okay. This week just went completely off the rails. I don't even know what to say about it. I couldn't believe that happened last night. I killed the whole entire day on another little short scrap paper load again. Whole day. Killed the whole day. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on another little short run. Deadheaded a long way to get it and everything. It is what it is. It's almost time to go home. And go home and enjoy the weekend. Get out and go do things. Enjoy life for a couple of days. Try to, anyways. Get away from all this mess. The nightmare week is over. Got Emo Cow in the background. That means I must be home. Look at there. Oh, he ran away. He's coming back. There he is. Say hi, Dash. Hi, Dash. Who's that touching him?
Hello.
Hello. We're home. I'm home. They've been home. They live here. I'm supposed to live here. Doesn't seem like I'm ever living here. I don't know. Y'all haven't seen her much lately. She hasn't been riding along. She hasn't been driving. Did y'all miss her? I bet y'all missed her. Y'all were like, good Lord, we're tired of looking at him. Get back in the truck so we can have some other scenery. Dash, where you go? Look at him.
Play.
Him's got his own raggedy toy. Look, let's watch Dash run. Get it, John.
Ready?
Here we go.
Ready? Go.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to close this video out. It needed some closure. You can see me finally get home after all these sagas. It's been a bad week. My truck is at the yard. Supposed to be getting my part put on finally right about now. Me and Mama here. Well, first I'm going to go get cleaned up so I don't look like a truck driver. And I gotta completely wash that life off of me for the weekend. And we're going to go step out, grab us a cold drink, like a orange juice or a root beer or something.
Root beer sound good, eh?
She likes root beer. She likes fine aged juices that come from the state of Kentucky. And I like root beers. We're gonna do that. Then we gotta get up in the morning and drive to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. We're getting all spiffied up. We got our outfits picked out. We're gonna take a road trip.
Shoes.
We're gonna go. Oh, she's got some fancy new shoes over here. Y'all can't see that. Y'all can't. Not yet. I'll show y'all that tomorrow. I'm all dressed up. Y'all can't be getting all hot and bothered before it's time to be hot and bothered, y'all. We're gonna ride up to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Some of y'all on here know Rebel Dan on the YouTube. We're gonna go watch him get all hitched up for life and everything there. We're gonna go up there to the little wedding chapel. Then we're gonna go. He's having my kind of reception. He's having it at a saloon. Yeah, we're gonna go get down at the saloon afterwards. That's my kind. We don't need no formal stuff. No, we're gonna go be unrefined savages. We're gonna swill all the root beer and raise all of the cane, if you will. None of that saucy language on my videos, right? There might be tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, there's like a big Jeep thing going up there. You'll probably see some saucy language from me in the car when we get in that Pigeon Forge traffic. She already knows what's going to happen. She already knows what's going to happen, Mama. What's going to happen in the traffic?
I'm not going to talk about it.
You're not gonna, should we not document that section of the trip, or should we document that section of the trip?
Maybe I'll do it and you won't know.
Y'all want some outtakes? Y'all want a secret behind the scenes of what he's really like in the car? Yeah, that's his. If I was Superman and I had a kryptonite, it would be traffic, specifically Pigeon Forge in Atlanta. Yeah.
We don't say the A word.
No. We don't believe in that place. We're trying to figure out what to do with Dash for tomorrow. We're going to see if we can get somebody to watch him, because there's a big gap between when we're going to be there and when the hotel allows us to check in, and we don't think they're going to allow early check-in with all the events going on. So we've got to figure out what's going on with our
savage.
Can you believe that's a descendant of a wolf? Look at that thing. Yeah. We're going to get off here. It's time for me to go not look like a truck driver. I'm gonna trim the face up. But there's only so much of this I can wash off, but I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna see if we can't straighten it up a little bit. But until then, you know, y'all be good. I'm not gonna talk about music right now. It's been too much of a harrowing week. We'll get back to that next week. I'll talk about the little bit of recording I did in the truck and stuff, and I'll set my setup up and show y'all how I recorded music in the big truck and whatnot.
I want to see.
Yeah, she wants to see too. She hasn't even seen. She wasn't there. Yeah. See what you miss when you don't come along?
I miss all the fun things.
You do miss all the fun things. Well, you didn't miss no fun things this week. That was... Watching me do that wasn't even fun because it was bothering me because I couldn't get it right. So there were no fun things this week. Nothing but aggravation and frustration and fussing and being mad and not sleeping good and bleh. Let's go out of town. You want to go out of town?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we're gonna go out of town tomorrow
Road
for
trip.
a couple of days. Quick, short road trip. Just a couple hours away from here. But I'm gonna get this edited and uploaded, and we'll talk to y'all from the car and from the road tomorrow. We'll let y'all see us in fixed up, pretty civilian form. You'll see me look like a guy that could be a truck driver, but you're not sure. There's signs. We'll see. You might see me without the hat off. I don't know. I can't promise things. I might wear my super nice clothes, but throw the hat on anyways. You never know.
Don't do it.
Anyways, y'all have a good morning, good night, good afternoon. Have a good breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be good at it. All the little catchphrases, you know. We'll see you from the car tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Hasta mañana.
Dash.
You say bye.
Bye.